The Deputy Provincial Secretary says that they're expecting more than 700 delegates. Well, ANC Treasurer General Dr Gwen Ramokgopa is addressing the opening of the conference, and we are hoping that our reporter Samkele will be able to chat to her in just a bit. Let's cross to that.
Registration has gone smoothly, and the conference started also at a very high note. My message really was that it is important that the branches that are here, which is 90% of the delegates for conference, need to translate our national program of action into local branch programs of actions, and to also close the distance between the ANC and the people. We also inspired that this is a province of the inaugural Secretary General of the ANC, Saul, and also one of the mothers of our revolution, Me Francis Bard. So inspired by that, in addition to the message from Zamani, the conference received messages that encourages unity amongst the ANC, within the alliance, Revolutionary Alliance, also appreciating that Sanko is not here because they are still having difficulties with two structures, and also to advance the youth and women as part and parcel of, yes, restoring the gender equality and equity, but allowing young people to infuse youthfulness, energy, and productivity, because we say young people are the demographic dividend, but also including women is a demographic dividend. So I really wish this conference well, and I have no reason to believe that the prowess of the conference capacity for political education will also be disseminated to delegates that are here, and that we will be able to, as Mani Dipicho said, to reset and reposition the ANC and advance the renewal agenda. He reflected on the previous 49% of 1994 and shared with the conference what they did to turn it around. So we look forward to a very positive conference, which is also stable. The issue of GNU, as you may know, we are at a national level engaging all parties, both within the GNU and outside the GNU, specifically on the budget discourse of the budget. You know, we have 2 more stages of the budget approvals to go, and we will be informing the public and the media on the developments once concluded.
Just another question from me. This is the first conference, obviously, in the lead up to the 2027 2027 elective conference of the ANC.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You spoke a lot about the role that was played by women such as Charlotte Maxeke.
Yes.
If you yourself are nominated to become the next candidate for president of the ANC, would you accept it?
Should I be allowed not to preempt the outcome of the process of 2027? I always say to people, if you want to help the ANC to prepare better for 2027, we have 55th conference resolutions to implement. Help us to implement that well. And then the issue of leadership contestation will emerge at the time that will be, announced.
Dr. Ramokgopa from the SABC. Just 2 questions. There were reports over the weekend about an attempted assassination on your former provincial chair when you were in Gauteng, and ultimately your current colleague in the officials, the Deputy President, Paul Mashatile. Just a word on whether the ANC officials in your WhatsApp group, as the top 7 or wherever, have you discussed this particular assassination attempt? And then secondly, on the GNU, You spoke on the podium about how the president spoke about not disrupting your enemy once it's making a mistake and entrapping itself, which is what you were summarizing on the Democratic Alliance. Are you looking at effectively having a GNU without the Democratic Alliance? Because you said that once a party votes against a budget, they're effectively collapsing that government. The DA has effectively collapsed the government of national unity with its voting against the fiscal framework of the budget. What is the way forward in replacing the Democratic Alliance? Because seemingly the economic freedom fighters are not at the gate. They're literally at your door, knocking with one foot in, wanting the other foot to come in as well.
Thank you very much, Abut Samkelo, for those questions. I think the first one you are asking about the attempted assassination. Usually when there are these reports and all that, many of them are fake, actually. And we have seen a lot of fake things, so we have referred these matters for the Secretariat to deal with organizationally. And indeed, in due course, we will respond to that. I think it's only fair to do that because these are serious allegations, and we need to check their veracity and also look at what can be done. But obviously, once it gets to that, it's not the responsibility of the movement, it's the responsibility of the relevant agencies of the state. Secondly, the issue of the DA. I've explained that there are reports that that there was a leakage of address by the president. I was not there, but I was trying to explain to conference that they can also research any party that votes against a budget of a government is similar to a motion of no confidence for that budget. So what really surprised us is that the DA is in the GNU, and then it votes against the budget, and it votes together with the EFF and the MKP against the budget. So that matter is what we are processing currently. Engaging all the parties that supported the fiscal framework and engaging also all the parties that are in the GNU. Because our responsibility is to move South Africa forward. So it is their responsibility to clarify what they're doing and whether they have decided to leave or not. But for us, our focus, as we have shared with South Africans, is to make sure that we use the support that we've received from voters to advance South Africa. The message that came out very clearly from the outcome of 2024 elections is that let's focus on South Africans. Let's focus on the health, well-being and prosperity of our nation. We have more difficult matters to deal with in the multilateral platforms, in the global world. And as those fold or unfold, they must find us united. So we hope as we start the national dialogue process soon, we will be able to find one another as a nation. So those that want us to move forward, we will move forward with them. But it's up to each of the players to decide. But all the meetings we've had were positive, and further developments will be outlined maybe during this week, but through the channels of communication.
Just a point of clarity on Samkelo's question around the assassination attempt on the Deputy President. He spoke in KwaZulu-Natal, the Deputy President, over the weekend, saying that initially he thought that someone was throwing stones at his car, but only later to find out that it was bullets. So he has confirmed that there was this attempt. Has he communicated this to the ANC? And a lot of people have been surprised that the ANC itself has not commented on such a serious issue, because this is a matter of national security, TJ.
Yes, that's why I'm saying that we have a process that we go through. It includes verification of facts. It includes also ensuring that the agents, security agents, police, investigations and all that are given a chance, because we are not government, we're not state to deal with that as the ANC. So please await a formal communique on it.
Then lastly on my part, TG, it boggles my mind, particularly when you look at scenarios and if you look at political history within the country. In most instances where there are such attempts, you'd remember a scenario back in 2006 going to 2007 when former President Zuma had a breakdown in Howick and vehicles had to be dispatched to fetch him in that particular area when he had been removed as the deputy president of the country. Such reports of emergence of assassinations were very prevalent within that area in a high political turmoil 2005 towards 2007. Are we seeing history repeat itself where political machinations of yesteryear are seemingly being brought back to the fore in current modern day politics, where you've seen in the reconfiguration people claim to be victims of political purging? And as you go towards the 2027 conference, history may be repeating itself of victimhood.
Obviously, it seems like you've done more research than I have. But I really would like us not to, allow me not to delve into a matter that I have not assessed properly, have not been briefed on it properly, which is a very serious matter, whether the allegations are true or not, whether the attempts were indeed made or not, and also the extent to which those actions were reported to the police and how far it is. So I think it's a serious matter, whether, either way, it's a very serious matter. And where I stand, I have no reason to believe that it could be linked to 2027 at all, because we have agreed as a collective that we are not focusing on 2027. We're focusing on the recovery from the 2024 strategic setback, and we are focusing on the 70th anniversary of the Freedom Charter this year. We're focusing on the G20. We'll be welcoming the world. Actually, we're busy in the country. And above all, politically, the biggest political program that we're focusing on is the 2026 elections. And it's about services to our people, about rebuilding trust and all that. And we agreed as a collective. So, I want to leave it at that point. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
No, thanks,
Thank you so much, Teacher.
That was essentially the Treasurer General.
Something on unity and renewal.
That was the Treasurer General. I wonder if there is even unity, because you've got posters flying around, FM 27, PM 27. I hear there's Dr. Gwen Ramokgopa 27.
Northern Cape is uncontested.
Okay.
That's a point of
Are you
unity.
sure?
Yes.
Are you a delegate? Well, they say that that is the Treasurer General of the ANC essentially speaking on matters pertaining to the governing party, matters pertaining to the allegations of the attempted assassination of the Deputy President and also the Provincial Conference of the Northern Cape.
Thanks very much, Samkele Maseko, SABC reporter, coming to us from that ANC Northern Cape provincial elective conference in Kimberley.